Good afternoon, guys. Last day of the year, Tuesday the 31st of December 2019. How exciting. I'm very excited to be on this afternoon. I'm sorry about the lighting. Our natural daylight is almost gone because I'm later in the day today. So I'd like to say welcome to anybody watching on the replay and anyone watching from my YouTube channel. So today's topic is 3 tips, 2019 reflection, 2020 intention. So why this is important to speak about this today is because I suppose it's the last day of the year. And when I talk about reflection, I'm talking about spending probably a few moments just thinking of your year and trying to sum it up in a couple of words. And I never talk about spending too long on reflection because I'm the sort of person that doesn't like to spend too long looking at the past, even if it's positive or negative, whatever. I think it's a good idea to reflect, but to keep it really short, really simple, really sweet, and sum up in your head how your year went. Was the first half good or bad? Was the second half good or bad? Was the whole year just okay? Whatever. Think about it for a few moments. Of course, by all means, spend some time thinking about it if you like, but most people will, or some people will just know in the flash of a few seconds whether my worst year ever, never want to have a year like that again. It was okay, it was good, if it was this, it was that, a couple of words, or my best year ever. So the first tip is actually to reflect on the year and then make a decision. Tip 2 is to, when you know what you don't want, then you know what you do want. So the only way we can actually think about what it is we do want in our life and with ourselves is by actually looking at the things we don't want. So that's why I say reflection is important. And yet it can take a few moments, you know. It's not this big thing that we have to get really serious and get a piece of paper and pen out and start thinking very hard about the year, because I'm the sort of person who, when there's any work involved, I'm like, no, forget it. Because honestly, I can be a very lazy person and it has to be very simple for me. Very easy. What do I have to do? Just do it. And when I say what do I have to do, mainly it's just mindset, because 95% of everything that I experience in my life is all to do with my mindset, which means it's my thoughts. So that makes it happy for me, because then that means I don't really have to do much, but just sort of work on changing my thinking, work on my mindset. Excuse me. So for me, that's very simple to do when you know how. But if you don't know how to work on your mindset or change your thinking or do them things, wow, that can be really tough. So you got to make it a mission to decide that I want to do that. I want this to happen to me. I want to learn how to work on my mindset and to work on my thinking so that I can feel better about myself, continue to feel better and better and better as much as I can. And when you feel really good on the inside, it reflects the outside of your life. So it's all interconnected. So tip 1 was to spend those few moments reflecting on 2019 and deciding for yourself, yes, this part of the year and how it worked out and how I was and how things went, I definitely want that moving forward. And this sort of stuff, things that you didn't like or were not working for you, no, don't want that to happen anymore. So then that brings you into step 2, tip 2, which is when you know what you don't want, then you know what you do want. The only way you can know what it is you want in your life is when you absolutely know there's certain things you don't want. So even though we have to go through the ups and downs of life, there's always a benefit, because then you realize, well, I know for sure that I can't let that happen to me again, or I can't behave like that again, or I can't think those ways again. So I will do this to make it move forward so it doesn't happen. And so tip 3 then is about intention, setting your intention for 2020. And the reason why this is really important is when you set an intention, so you have this idea, okay, I want 2020 to be a certain type of year. I want to feel this way. And it's not about, well, I have loads of work to do to make this happen. Because in actual fact, people think that action speaks louder than words. And yes, in some cases it does, so it's relevant. But when we're talking about setting an intention of how we want our life to be and we want our year to be and our weeks and our months and our days. Like I said, 95% of this is mindset. So it's all about setting the intention and using your thoughts. So it's about keeping things really simple, because like I mentioned already, can be an extremely lazy person. And when I hear the word work, I'm like, nah, don't want to do it. Because I have been for a lot of my life, one of the most undisciplined people. So I would not be very good at disciplining myself to do certain things at certain times every day, things like that. So when I know about how to change my mindset and work on my thinking, I know for me it can be difficult sometimes, but it can be very, very simple as well. So set your intention for 2020, and two words for me to set my intention for 2020 are: I want more balance in my life for 2020 and more joy. So I'm bringing those two words into my 2020, and I absolutely know and believe that when I set an intention, what you're doing is you're sending a message out to the universe, being very specific about it is what you do want. And when you do that, then that stuff will be drawn to you. You will attract what it is you want. But if you don't actually say what it is you want, it won't be given to you. If you don't know, then you say, please give me clarity. Ask the universe, give me some clarity on what it is I need in my life and what I want. But just think about it. What is it most people want? They want to feel really good, right? If you feel good, everything else around you feels good. So keep looking within, always within. The answers are always within. And then you put them out and watch what happens. It'll come to you. So guys, I am going to leave you with that lovely piece of information that, not that it was me that was lovely, that it was lovely to be able to share that information with you guys. And I hope that you have a very peaceful and happy and healthy 2020. And please leave me a comment below and let me know what way you want your 2020 to go. Make it your best year. You can do this. You deserve it, and you are worthy of having the best year to come. Okay? So enjoy your night tonight, and we will speak soon. Take care.